welcome back to another gadget report. I hope you had a wonderful week and you're ready to talk gadgets. This week we continue our sustainability month, and I am talking about something that I actually have mentioned before in one of my articles. That was back in April. But today, because I decided to make August the sustainability month, I decided to bring it back and talk about it here on the videos rather than in the articles. But I will leave the link below to the article so you can also see what I've wrote back in April. So let's talk about something very important, and this was a memorandum of understanding signed by plane manufacturer Airbus and Australian company Fortescue Future Industries for the development and production of hydrogen for aviation. So another step forward for this sector. We have been talking about SAF, and this is another technology that has been put forward by this company, and if approved, if everything gets the green light, it will be a very, very important development for aviation. So stick around, let's talk gadgets. So let's talk gadgets. And as I said, this week we will talk about something that I wrote about on the 12th of April. I will leave a link below to my article, and this was about a memorandum of understanding that was signed between Airbus and Fortescue Future Industries, and that will be for the development and production of hydrogen for aviation, to be used as fuel for aviation. We have been talking about SAF, which is another type of green fuel, but hydrogen is another technology that is being put forward by this company. The CEO, Mr. Andrew Forrest, have been talking about this for quite a while and is very committed for the development of this particular technology. However, there is still a lot of studies to be done about this, and as the article, the original article is from World of Aviation. I apologize, and they also say that it needs to be a study. So studies need to be done to ascertain and see all the challenges regarding to hydrogen regulations, supply, infrastructure, etc., and fueling for aviation. So they need to really not only develop the technology, which is obviously possible, and as I said, Fortescue Future Industries is quite committed on it, but they also need to see how is it going to be implemented in aviation and what are the challenges that they face should they start implementing these industries, this technology rather. I think it's a very important step. There's never too much green options. We need more and more and more options like this, and if we can actually develop something that is an alternative, we already have SAF that is being implemented. If hydrogen becomes available as well, that's another alternative that airlines will have at their disposal, and it will be really good. The article on the World of Aviation mentions that one of the main challenges why aviation is still not as green as they possibly want it to be, it's regarding supply. We need more supply, we need more SAF to be produced, and we've seen even after the publishing of that article. And all throughout this year, there's been more and more articles about other companies embracing SAF. Every single country is really working on getting their own SAF production, which I think is very important. And if hydrogen really kicks in and really proves to be viable for aviation, which obviously we all think it will be another option. It will be another thing that can be used, and it will just make more supply available. Different types of supplies, obviously different types of products that will allow airlines to choose and allow airlines to actually have something that is sustainable and that will help the environment. I think this is really, really important. I mentioned on my article that obviously Qantas is been very, very keen on this. Alan Joyce, the CEO of Qantas, has always been on the news for his support of green aviation, and I believe so do other CEOs of other airlines in the world. There's been a lot of airlines that have also embraced these technologies, and also this is great news. So it's another green option for aviation, and this only comes to say that it is possible to turn aviation a green industry. As I said, they always had the bad rap of big polluters. I will be talking about this at the end of this month. They're not anymore. I don't even think they've ever been. There's other industries that pollute way more than aviation. The myth is just because they're planes and in the air and big and they consume a lot of fuel that they're going to be the biggest polluters, which is not entirely true. So this is another proof of one industry, and this is just one industry trying to lift up their game and support something as good as this. This is a new technology, which obviously it's the good thing about all of this is that it's not all doom and gloom. Yeah, we are phasing out fossil fuels, we are phasing out things that obviously are not good for us, are not good for the planet, etc., etc. But we are bringing in new technologies, new things that are good for the planet, and obviously will create lots of jobs, will create lots of good things, because obviously if we are going to start producing hydrogen, there will be lots of job creation for all these, for the plants that need to be built to produce this hydrogen, for everything. So we need to understand, and I think the most important thing that needs to be understood in here is that yes, there will be a phase out of technology, there will be a phase out of things that are no good, but yes, there will be some job losses, but there will be some job creations. So it's a transition. We're not just killing everyone or killing the economy, as some say. We are just going through a transition. And every time we go through a transition, I think there's always a little bit of a period of instability, either price-wise or even in terms of jobs. But I think in the end, it will be worth it, because all these transition will be eventually done, and in the end we'll get a much better planet and a much better health for everyone, and jobs and things that are good for us and for our children, which I think is very important. This article was to say that this is another technology, this is another product that may eventually be available for aviation, and again, it's another step forward for aviation, another step forward towards the green aviation that we all want. I'm very, very happy for this. I'm very hopeful that this will be the future of aviation for all of us. And that's all for today. I hope you like this news. I know it's not entirely news because I have already mentioned this, but since we are talking about sustainability this month and sustainability in aviation, I thought I really needed to bring up this topic again and talk about the hydrogen and this partnership with Airbus and Fortescue Future Industries. I think it's a really, really positive thing for us, a positive thing for Australia, a very positive thing for aviation, and indeed a very positive thing for the world. So I hope you really like it. If you have anything to add to this, if you know anything about this project, please share. Or if you have an opinion about this or any other green fuel that you know about, please share. We all want to know about these initiatives because they are really, really good for us. And of course, put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next week. Bye.